Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and today is going to be my Shop My Stash for November. I hope all of y'all had a good Halloween. My Halloween decorations that are very messed up at this point will be coming down in just a moment. I'll probably be vlogging some stuff this week, so you'll be seeing me taking that down. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit more low energy today. I don't feel the best. It's like I feel okay, I just feel a little off today, so I might be a little bit more low energy. But I figured today it's a nice chill video. Anyways, we'll be going through my everyday makeup container. I'll be taking out items that I put in last month that I don't want to use anymore. I'll be telling you if I used them, how often I used them, and what I thought about them. And then after I do that, we'll go to my makeup collection, which is still not put together in the way I want. Like I said, I should be vlogging this week. We did move my eyeshadows out of this table in front of me and onto my bookshelf, so that will be new in case you didn't watch that vlog. But we haven't moved anything else yet, so it will be a little bit different this time around. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you over at my containers. Okay, so here we are at my everyday makeup container. I have an empty basket right here, which I'll be using to remove items. A lot of the things you see on top are Project Pan. I did have this Wet n Wild glass primer on top that I bought recently, and I just wanted to try it out after I bought it, so I'll be removing that because I do want to focus on my Project Pan primer, which is this guy right here, for the time being for this month, because I would like to make some good progress on that. I'll also remove the Dose of Colors a lip gloss right here, which is in this shade Over the Top. It's just a glitter top coat. I put it in because I wanted to wear it for a couple days, but it's not like an everyday kind of gloss. So that will be everything on top. Everything else is Project Pan still. Moving into this top drawer, there are just a couple items that I want to remove. These guys over here will be staying. But these 3 lip products we added in last month. So the Wet n Wild Cloud Paint I loved. I wore this a ton. I ended up wearing the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Matte on one occasion. I think it was in one of my videos or in 2 of my videos. I can't remember. But I did not reach for this red lip. I just don't know. I didn't feel like red was appropriate for some reason, and it just never really called to me, so I didn't use it, but we'll be removing all 3 of those. Ultimately, I am glad that I ended up using this Stila because I haven't used my liquid lipsticks in so long, so I'm glad I'm kind of circling through them, and I didn't mind wearing that. Moving into this drawer, I am gonna remove the Milk Makeup Cream Blush in the color Work. I did wear this a good bit, and I really liked it. I just am a huge fan of cream blushes, and I enjoyed this. I'll also be removing this. This is the Pretty Vulgar Hush Blush. This one, I think I only wore this once in the last month. I didn't gravitate towards it as much as I thought I would, and I think that is it for that drawer. A lot of these items are Project Pan. This guy isn't though. This is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I adore this tinted moisturizer. I use this a lot on days where I didn't feel like doing a full face of makeup, and I just wanted to put a little bit on. Like, my husband and I went out to eat breakfast on Saturday, and I just wanted to do my eyebrows, mascara, and just a little something on my skin to even me out. And so I used this, and I felt great. Like, it just evens me out, makes my skin look good, wears well, and it was like really easy. I do really enjoy this, but we'll be removing it this month. These items are everyday kind of things. That's Project Pan, Project Pan. I will be removing this Wet n Wild Baked Blush as well. I ended up repressing it this past month, which is exciting. I'm already hitting pan on it again a couple times. I'm just trying to finish this guy up. You guys know how much I love this. This was limited edition, or so it says, but I looked at the Wet n Wild website the other day, and this blush is still available. So I was holding on to it for a long time because I adored it, and it was limited edition, but apparently they still sell it. So I am excited to finish that up. Eventually I'd probably repurchase it. And then I'll also be removing this Milani Screen Queen. I think I used this once in the past month, and I didn't love it the day I used it, but again, I only used it once, and I think my skin was having an off month because I didn't end up liking a lot of foundations on my face this month. So I don't necessarily think it was the foundation. I really need to test this some more to get a final opinion on it. I'll probably be doing a video where I talk about items I'm debating on decluttering and giving them like a last chance. And a lot of it will be foundations and stuff that I'll use over the course of like a few days to get a better feel for them. But I think I'm gonna be doing a video like that soon. So let me know if that sounds interesting. And then moving down into the bottom, this guy's Project Pan. I will be removing the Picante Carroty palette, but I used this guy so much. I was reaching for these 2 shades, these 2 purples right here, a ton. I adored using this month. I forgot how much I love this palette. It's such a good one, and especially for this time of the year, I just think it's a perfect like fall palette, and the formula is really nice. The shimmers are really pretty on their own, but I do find if you use a glitter primer with these, they like pop so much more. I don't know. Adored using this, really glad I brought it in. I also brought in my ColourPop singles, which I didn't use as much, but I did reach for this one a ton. This is the shade On a Whimsy, which is like the most beautiful metallic silver shade ever, which is why I wanted to pull it in. I did use that, I ended up using that one, I think, in a spooky story video. And then last thing I pulled in last month was my Venus 2 from Lime Crime, and I actually did use this. I used this green and this green a couple times, and I used the yellow once, and I reached for this shade once as well. I wore up the green shades when I went to the pumpkin patch. I posted the picture of us at the pumpkin patch on my Instagram if you guys didn't see it. It was a little bump pic with the pumpkin, but I had my eye, I mean, you can't see my eye makeup in those pictures, but I was wearing this and it just made me feel very fall-like, and I don't know, I really liked it, and I'm glad I pulled this in as well. So here are all the items I need to go put back into my collection, so I'm gonna go do that real quick, and then we will pick out new items for this month. All right, so I guess we'll start out with my eyeshadow palettes. This will be the only thing that will be over on the shelf eventually. We do still have all of my other items below this for the time being, but those will be being moved this week in a vlog. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But as of right now, I'm not sure what color scheme would be good for November. I don't really know what would be good, or something I haven't reached for in a while. You know, honestly, I haven't reached for my BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette in a really long time, and it's just such a good one. I ended up cleaning all of my palettes off, so they look nice and fresh. I haven't reached for this palette in a really long time. It was in my Pan Those Eyeshadow series, which I've kind of just left to the wayside at this point now because I took so much time off and it was just so hard getting back into it. I do plan on doing something similar next year, so no worries there. But as you can see, we already have Pan in this palette. I think this would be a good one to pull in, especially with these greens and golds and stuff. I feel like going into November, greens and golds and things like that work the best. I also feel like it's been a really long time since I've pulled, where is it? These guys. There's the Zodiac ColourPop, but there's the Dream Street palette, which obviously I've had for a really long time, but I haven't reached into this in such a long time either. And again, these like bronzy golds and stuff I think will be nice. Pull that in, and then I think that might be it from eyeshadows. Oh, the other thing I wanted to pull in, I was thinking about this palette the other day. So this is the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves palette. Wallace, it was me. The Marvelous Mauves palette. I think I'm gonna pull this in because I don't even remember the last time I reached for this, but they're all mattes in here, and I think since I was enjoying the purple so much last month, this might be nice to have again. And then moving down into this section, which again, this will be the last time you guys see it like this, we're gonna pull a foundation, which I feel like I want to pull this one way back here, which you probably can't see until I pull it out. But it's the Joah Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. I really need to shake this up. It has been forever since I've used this, and I need to see if I still like it, so we're gonna pull this in. It's also been a really long time since I've used this. This is a stick foundation, which aren't my favorite. This is the Tarte Clay Stick, and this is in the shade Fair Natural. And I feel like it's really, really light. But it's been such a long time since I've used it, so I feel like I should pull this in. I mean, it's a little light for me, but I should be able to get away with it, I think. I'm not gonna pull in any new primers this month, but let's see about lip glosses. I honestly wasn't in love with this Luxe Gloss from ColourPop. This was the Raw Beauty Christie collab, and this is in the color Wildflower. I wasn't a fan of the formula. I mean, the color is nice enough, but I don't remember loving the formula. This might be one of those things I need to test out because I might declutter it. I was a little disappointed with this collection. I know it's been over a year since it came out, but I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but let me try this one more time and see if I still feel the same. As far as lipsticks go, I don't know. I feel like I should use like a traditional lipstick, but at the same time, I don't know. This is a pretty one. This is from Jane Iredale, and this is in the color Joanna. It's like a really pretty natural tone. That could be pretty for this time of the year. Okay, yeah, let's pull this in. I haven't used it in a while. I've used a good bit of it. This might be a Project Pan lipstick next year. And then I have a L'Oreal one. What is this? Mademoiselle Pink. Oh my god, we tried panning this forever ago, and it's a nub. Maybe this one too. No, I think that's too pink for this time of the year. What about this? This is a Joah lipstick in the color Swipe Right. Kind of looks like the, it's kind of pinky. That looks, I guess it is similar in the tube. It looked different for a second. It looked darker in the tube to me. Looks like it should have more brown to it, but it's almost more peachy on my hand. And then there's this J-Cat matte lipstick in the shade Boyfriend's Friend, which is a nice mauve, which could go well with the Dose of Colors mauve palette. So maybe I'll roll this guy in too. So I think these are gonna be the two lipsticks I roll in, the Jane Iredale and the J-Cat. So this one and this deeper one right here. And then moving over here, this is my blushes, my highlights, my face palettes. I had rolled in this face palette last month and I forgot to put it back. It was on the side over here. So I'm gonna put this back, put it on the bottom. Love that palette. And actually on top, this is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. This is like a contour bronzer thing. I found it when I was moving my eyeshadow palettes. It was with my eyeshadow palette, so I completely forgot I even owned this. So we're gonna roll this in because it's been a really long time since I've played with it. And then as far as blushes, I know I wanna roll in two. So this is new to my collection. This is a Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers blush. This was limited edition for Halloween. The shade is Let's Get Smashed, and it's this like Halloween pumpkin blush. And it's like a nice orangey shade. I think it'll be really nice this time of the year. I've been wanting to play with more oranges, so I'm gonna roll that in. Also fun to note, this blush smells like pumpkin spice. And then the other day I was asking you guys for blush recommendations for orange blushes, and a lot of you guys recommended this Flower Beauty blush, and I just realized one of my friends sent this to me and I forgot I had it. It was in a section of my collection where I put new things and I completely forgot about it. She sent this months ago, so thank you, Ray, for sending this to me. But this is in the shade Peach Primrose, which a lot of you guys said was a really good natural like peachy orange blush to have. There it is next to the other one. So they're very similar, but this one is a little bit more peachy. So I'm gonna roll this in as well. I think overall I still have my cream blush in my project pan, and then with the two orange blushes, I think I will actually be okay with blushes. I just am really gravitating towards oranges, so I think I'm actually good. As far as highlights, I kind of want to roll in this putty highlight again. This is the Steve Laurent putty highlight in the shade Cotton Candy. Haven't used it in a while. As you can see, I already have pan in it. It's a really pretty highlight. But it's like really easy to like layer on top of other things. So I'm gonna roll this in too. And then this will be everything. Let's go ahead and put this stuff away. Alright everyone, so that is everything in my everyday makeup container for the month of November. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up before you go. Also make sure to hit that subscribe button. I upload on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And remember, there's always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you in my next video. Bye!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up in the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic, and we can save you from your